Are we on? Hey, everybody.
Hey there, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody is having a great afternoon or evening, depending on where you are popping in from. I'm Chris Ann with the Yard Card Association, and I am joined today by my wonderful friend, Devon Fuentes with Yard Card Boulevard. But she's here today to talk about the Yard Card Rally. Who's excited to get started? All right. The first thing I'm going to do, if somebody could do me a favor, let me know that you can hear us. And Devon, do you want to say hi?
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here.
All right. We are going to check this out. Oh, awesome. We have Kimmy Sue in the house. We've got Brandy in the house. Chiquita is here. Awesome. Look at this. All right. This means people can hear us. That's always the first thing we want to check out.
Good to know.
All right. That helps me a lot. Now, I want to let everybody know we are live streaming this in 3 places. One, here on our business page. That's our public business page. We are also streaming over in the original Yard Card Business Owners Facebook group. That's the original group that started back in 2010. So it's 12 years old. So you might be tuning in from there. We are also live streaming over on our YouTube channel. And so we might have people pop in from there. Now, the one thing I would like to ask, if you are coming in from our private group, we will not be able to see your name unless you give StreamYard permission. So just pop up to the top and there should be a little button that says give StreamYard permission. So just pop on that. And then what happens? Let me show you this. We'll actually be able to see who it is. Otherwise, you can just stay Facebook user. No worries either way. All right. We have Amanda in the house. Check that out. Hello. Amanda's a fellow Texan. Yeah. And then we've got Karen. Hello, hello. We have quite a few of our Yard Card Association members here. I'm so excited. So shout out to you all if you are one of our YCA members. Woohoo! Okay, so we know we've got that going. We are streaming live. And so if you've ever been with me, you know that I like to be able to cut my videos so that we can make this all nice and clean, because we're turning this also into a podcast so that we can get Devon out there for everybody to listen to as they are out doing their yard sign business. Or I guess you're not picking kids up from school anymore. I don't know. It depends on where you live. But anyway, so we will cut the video after we get this done, and then we'll pop it up on the podcast. So if you hear about people that want to know about the rally, send them over to this so that they can listen to the information as well. Is that a deal? Deal. Okay. All right, Devon, are you going to be officially ready to get started? We know that our sound is working and we've got our awesome people here ready to support us. Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, everybody, I mean, this is live video. So I am expecting dogs to bark. We're expecting the cat in the lap, right? Devon, you know.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who has ever watched one of my lives is prepared for chaos.
Exactly. So if you are brand new joining us, this is our, what is that? Our PSA. It's our public service warning.
Yeah.
We're keeping it real. It's what we do. Hey, I'm just happy that we are here and the technology is working. So I want to thank everybody for that. So, okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. We're going to start this off. So let me do this. I'm going to come over here and I made something fancy. We have a ticker. What do we think of that? Can you all see, before we actually hit officially start, can you all see the ticker at the very bottom here? I'm going to try to point, but I don't know if I can point.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
You're like backwards.
I'm terrible with my, So I'm hoping that that's showing up. This is me up-leveling my technology skills. Thank you very much.
And me pointing, being Vanna White.
Exactly. Yeah. Devon's going to point. This is very exciting stuff that we've got.
Wrong side.
I know.
It's hard when you're reversed.
See, Devon is that way for me.
Oh, wait.
Wait, here we go. No, see, I'm doing it wrong. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is hard.
I can already tell that this is going to. Okay. So we're going to get started. I can already tell how this is going to go when we are in person. This is just a precursor, everybody.
Slightly
so those of you that are
unfiltered.
coming live, this is going to be. And we're not drinking, in case anybody's wondering. There has been no alcohol before this.
It's Propel. It's Propel. That's
water. So I'm going to start getting, I know I'm going to get some private messages going, wow, did you all meet up for virtual margaritas? Sorry, it's let's see. Okay, so just so you know, it's about 500 degrees where Devon and I are living. We're both in Texas. And so we're not melting. Yeah, this is going to be so if you see us doing this, don't mind us. We're just we're just trying to cool off. And we're hot. What can I say? So okay, now let's see. Now that we have probably embarrassed ourselves a little bit.
That's all I know how to do.
It's what we do. Okay, so I know. I am real quick. I'm going to check the comments. Yeah. That's okay. Awesome. You all can see it. Yay. Oh, and I like this. Amanda says it looks amazing. I will take compliments all day long, every day of the week. I don't know about you. Okay, so what do we think? Should we keep it? I'm just going to keep the ticker up there. It's called a ticker, by the way. It's like a news ticker.
I know. It's fancy.
Okay, so we're going to keep that on. So, okay. Now we're going to put on our business hat. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? Okay, pretend we have. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Dirty. I have to clean them.
Okay, clean those. While we do that, anybody that knows me well is going to recognize him. Who knows what the frog's name is? This frog is named Leap. I know that's not original. Leap. If you've been with me, especially if you're one of our Yard Card Association members, you know what LEAP stands for, right? It's our word of the year. Our word is technically bold leap. Look, expect, act, and prepare. Look, expect, act, and prepare. So take a leap. He doesn't squeak anymore, so that's okay. You don't have to listen to him squeak. So there we are. Leap is showing up again. He shows up in every video, because I want to make sure people remember to prepare. Look, expect, act, and prepare. That's how we move our businesses forward. Okay, now that Leap has made his, I don't have glasses, so that is my putting on my business hat. I need some Groucho Marx glasses. How about that? That's how I'm feeling. Okay, so here we go. I promise we're going to really get to business now.
Okay.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the Yard Card Association show. We are super glad you are here to join us today. I am here with the very awesome Devon Fuentes with Yard Card Boulevard. But Devon is here today to talk about the Yard Card Rally. Who's ready to get started? Devon, you want to say hello?
Hello. Hi, I'm Devon with Yard Card Boulevard. And we're here to talk about the Yard Card Rally, answer some questions, and just give you all the info you're going to need and want.
This is perfect. So we have gotten very organized. Now, let me just tell you all, this is both a live stream show over on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. This is also our podcast show. So you will be able to get this on either platform, whatever works in your life. So this one is both visual and it will be the audio. And that is how we like to roll, because everybody likes to listen and watch different ways. So that's what we're doing today. We have a handy dandy outline. If you're watching this, we're showing that off. And so we are ready to get started. And this is going to be putting Devon in the hot seat. I don't know if we told her we were putting her in the hot seat, but we're putting her in the hot seat. Because why not?
Sure.
Why not? That's how we roll around here. Anybody that's been around us that's done an interview knows they're going to be in the hot seat, but they don't typically know it until they're there.
Until we're here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of fun like that. Yeah, exactly. So let me tell you all how we're going to do this. We're going to do an overview. We're going to talk about the rally and a lot of specific details. And then after that, we're going to do a Q&A session. We've had a number of people submit questions, and then we will get to those after we talk about the details. And some of the questions we've had submitted will actually be answered in the details. And so that's the reason, if you're listening to this and you submitted a question, if yours doesn't get talked about, it's because we're talking about it already and answering your question with the details. Make sense, everybody? All right. All right. We are going to get started here. Devon, are you ready?
I am ready.
Devon is ready.
I'm making my phone quiet. Sorry.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is I want Devon to tell us what the rally is. So we're going to talk about what the objective of the rally is and an overview of what you're going to get. And take it away, Devon.
So the rally was started with an idea of just bringing everybody together, the industry as a whole, and not focused on any one vendor holding an event or just their customers being invited. We just really want to make this a big industry-wide event. And it's just going to be classes and fun and competitions and just networking, getting to meet others in the industry. And not only, these amazing trainers and vendors we have coming, but other carters that, we all have something in common and can relate and share and learn from. And it kind of, I used to have another business and I did retreats every year. And it kind of came from that idea of these get-togethers. I mean, these were on a smaller scale, a different industry. But it just sounded fun. And, Dustin and I were chatting. He said I should come to Hawaii. And I'm like, I can't afford that. How about you come my way? And then we can make it big and everybody can join us. And then, it just grew from there into what it is now.
Awesome. Okay. So let's go through some of the specifics. What are the dates and the times?
Okay. The dates are Sunday, June 26th through Tuesday, June 28th. Trying to make sure I say all those right. The rally will go from 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. And then, I'm assuming after 5, people may want to go eat or go do something fun in Dallas or, still get together. We're doing hotels, reserving rooms at same hotels so we can still get together and do things and keep it going for the full 3 days.
Great. Now let's talk about the location. Where is this at?
Okay, this is in Dallas, Texas. It is close to my home, actually, which is, I didn't live here when we reserved it, but I do now. So it's great for me. But it's a very convenient location. We have so many carters in Texas. It seemed like the right place to be. And, of course, we have carters everywhere. And it is a leap for some. A leap. See? Leap the frog. It is a leap for some, but hopefully, yep, there he is. Hopefully those, who really want to grow their business will be able to make it work and make it happen and be able to get to Dallas.
Awesome. No, I love it. And I want to just add in there that there are 2 airports in Dallas. We have Dallas International and there's Love Field. So if you are looking to fly in, make sure you check both of those airports in case one's got a better deal than the other.
Yep.
Okay. So next up, tell us who your sponsors are.
Okay. So we have 4 sponsors or hosts. I'm sorry. I was going to do hosts. We're doing sponsors. Yes? Okay. I'm getting them all mixed up. Sponsors are the Yard Card Association, of course, is a silver level sponsor. We also have Signing with the 9, Next Level Yard Carding, which is Alicia Huff, and Signing with the 9 is Naisha. And then those are those are our sponsors who are not hosts, who we don't have the overlap.
So then your hosts would be what I would consider your title sponsors, I guess.
Yes.
The big 4, as I've been calling them.
The big 4, yes.
Big 4.
Which will include myself, Yard Card Boulevard, Yard Card Depot, Dustin, and Yard Card Promos, which is Dee, also known as Diana. If you are seeing her Facebook name, we call her Dee. And Joyful, Mr. and Mrs. Joyful, Brian and Christina. So yeah, we've all come together. We've all put in our fair share of work and help and money and everything else. So yeah, we're the four hosts.
Absolutely. And it takes a village. It takes a team to do this. This is not something. I used to be in the event planning space. I was an event planner in my former life, and you cannot do this on your own.
No, absolutely not.
It takes a good organized team.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, let's get down to some other details. What are the ticket prices, and are there different types of tickets?
Yes. So we have the daily tickets. So if you can only come on Sunday, you have a full-time job, you can't get days off, then you can come on Sunday. And the daily tickets are $85 for whichever day. If you can come on 2 days, that's fine. Just however you need to work that with your schedule. The full 3-day pass is $195, and that's for the full event.
$195. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that gets you all access to all 3 days.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now let's get into the fun stuff. What type of events and activities and other vendors are going to be there?
So let's see. Events and activities are not training.
Well, trainings also, but just in general, what sort of things are you going to have? And then we'll talk about the specific trainings next.
Okay. So we do obviously have a lot of training going on. And then we have a break midday where we will have a demo that's going to happen on something that's it's related to our industry, but not yard cards. So we have somebody coming to do a demo on foam parties, and we will have a foam cannon. So we'll get to play in the foam. We get to experience it firsthand, and we get to see what she's doing with her business, expanding her yard card business into the foam party business, which is a really good moneymaker. Like those foam parties start at about $300 an hour. So it's a really great add-on to your business. And she just has it all lined up with the #1 foam cannon company in the US. And she has it all lined up with some specials. That's one of the things I'm super excited to see.
That will be fun.
Yeah, that one's going to be a lot of fun. We have some other people coming in to show us some other, possible add-ons. So those aren't necessarily a class, but like a demo, a presentation on ideas that you can expand into if you're looking to expand. You may not be, in which case you can hang out, network during that time.
Mingle. I think that's one of the big ones is to network and mingle. That's the one I would put at the #1 top of most people's list is why they're coming.
The people you meet when you go to, some people have probably never been to a conference or a rally retreat, whatever you want to call it. And, the people you meet and the friends you make, it's a lifetime. The retreats I used to put on, those girls are still my friends. We still chit chat. We're planning to get together soon because one of them just moved to Texas. So, those are people that you will have in your life long term and can be great for your business and for your personal life. It's just amazing who you meet and get to know at these kind of events.
It really is. Now let's talk about some of the other things. What about food? Let's talk about food.
So food is all going to be handled by food trucks, which so those are being set up. I have a favorite here in town, Taco Suave. They're so amazing. So I messaged him and I said, can you make it to this event? They said, gotcha, no problem. I said, which day would you like to be there? They said, all the days. What days? So I'm super excited.
For all of our non-Texans, we have to show you how it's done right in Texas.
Oh yeah.
So we got to have some tacos.
And they're the best. And I'm just going to tell you, I eat a keto diet. So they make keto tacos too. So if you're on a certain kind of diet, they got you covered. Don't worry about it.
Okay. See, that's something that's really great to know. Okay. Yes. So then the other things that I want to just look at is I know you've talked about games.
Yes, that's my area of expertise. I love games. I'm that, person at a baby shower, like just games, party games. I love games. So we have some great games planned. I'll tell you one of them that I'm super excited about. And this was based on me watching those chef challenge shows on TV. I hate cooking. I do not cook, but I love watching those shows. So, something where we're going to have 3 teams, maybe, I don't know numbers, but I'm just coming up with numbers, 3 teams, and you have so many minutes to go pull your inventory out of the pile. So everybody's grabbing inventory, and then you have a certain amount of time to put together this sign, and did you forget to grab steaks? And maybe you get to go pull something from one of the other team's items or something like that. And so just stuff like that. We'll have some fun awards for the winners, just a lot of fun games like that will just a break in the day
Absolutely.
To have some fun and relax.
I think that is going to be an absolute blast because I enjoy those too, and that's just fun.
Yeah.
We've got to have a variety. This is a variety show in a way, really. We've got to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah. And also, it's fun, but it's also learning. You're getting to be right there building with these other signers, and you're getting to learn things too.
Absolutely. I think that's why it's a win-win. We want to be successful and have fun at the same time.
Yes.
Now, the other thing that I know we're going to have is I know there's going to be some prizes.
Oh, yeah.
You said the food trucks. And is there going to be a cash bar?
There is a cash bar, which is run by the venue. So they have a fully stocked cash bar. And they do sell sodas, but they said, if you like a soda, you can bring it in an ice chest. And the only thing we can't bring in is our own alcohol. So they sell that, but anything else, we can bring in and have there.
Awesome. Okay. Well, real quick, even though this isn't part of it, I saw a question pop in. Okay. Somebody asked if there are going to be vegan options with some of the food vendors.
I don't know. I can look into that for sure.
That would be awesome. Awesome. Okay. Obviously you're keto, so that helps with anybody needing the gluten-free. So that's super awesome. But vegan is also a great point. Great question. Thank you for asking that. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Okay. So then I'm going to read through the list that I had put together. Let's see. Are there going to be some prizes?
Oh, yes. Yes. So, you think you have all of us vendors that are going to be there and sponsors. And so we all, are bringing things individually. I can only speak for myself, but I guarantee all of us will have some great prizes. Obviously yard cards, but I'm sure we'll have some other things that, will be awarded as well. Steaks. And I don't know, as far as other, but like yourself, I don't know.
I may have something up my sleeve.
Maybe something, a coupon code or something. There's going to be lots of stuff, lots of fun stuff. So, yeah.
That's awesome. No, everybody wants to hear about that. And see, I'm going to look through the list. So then we also have, now our vendors there, like what I would say, will Yard Card Boulevard have a booth there to take sign orders or some sort of sign sales?
Yes, we will have a booth, and everybody, everybody will have a booth that's there, and we can all decide what we're doing at our booth. My booth will not necessarily be about taking orders because, you can log on online to do that. So my booth will be more informational. I do plan on having Yardie boxes there, which is a new item that I've started adding. So that maybe like on hand items, but not necessarily just to, take orders from my website. Just maybe some new things that nobody's seen that you get to kind of get a sneak peek at. I have some things up my sleeve.
Absolutely. Devon has this really cute Jeep that maybe needs to be there.
The Jeep, yeah, definitely.
The lemonade stand, absolutely.
Oh,
so I'm hoping some of the others.
Like that. we will have stuff like that set up outside. We've also offered for vendors who would like to be included in the event but can't come in person. There's a $250 sponsorship level where you can ship us a set of signs and we will put them up. We will display your signs and we'll do good, I promise. We will make them look amazing. And so that way, that vendor is still a part of the event. They have a huge sign. It could have their name in it. It could have new products, whatever they want. And they can tell us how they want it set up, whatever. And we will get that arranged for them. So yeah, there'll be setups everywhere, obviously, because, that's what we do. So
what we do. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. No, that's awesome. Now then one thing, and correct me if I'm wrong on some of this, because, I'm doing this. I'm a detective and creative getting information together, but also I believe it's on the last day. There's going to be like a sign sale, like a garage sale sort of event. Tell us about that.
Yes. So anybody who comes can bring anything they want. I know some of the vendors had talked about bringing some items because we end up with an excess of items a lot. And so some of us had talked about bringing stuff. Somebody had mentioned a truck. A big truck. I'm like, wow, okay. I'll have to bring my bus because it's the bus. Everybody will get to see the bus.
Bring the bus.
I want to let everybody sign the roof inside of my bus. So we'll have to get that.
There's another activity right there.
I know. I want everybody to sign it. So yeah, I think that'll be a fairly big event. I went to another event a little while back and they did the same, like yard card swap meet type thing. And there were a lot of signs because, sometimes we outgrow something, we change our style, something like that, but it could still work perfect for somebody else, especially somebody who's trying to build up their inventory and don't want to pay, full price. These are great options. So yeah, it will be an outdoor like swap meet type setup. Everybody will have a little, their area, however big they want. There's no limitations. This is a huge venue. And we have tons of outdoor space, like acres and acres. So you got an acre of signs, bring them. we'll make rows. Everybody can shop.
For that. You're going to need the U-Haul for that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Right.
It's so different when you get to see them in person versus that picture online. So
like Christmas, when we get a box, right? We get a box delivered. It really is like Christmas for us because we just cannot believe we're like drooling. We're stalking UPS and FedEx. And it's like, are they here yet? Are they here yet? And so I imagine that's going to be what's extra fun. And we are going to be the people touching the signs. So we're going to be our worst customer where we don't want the signs touched because we're going to be touching them.
Oh yeah. And also, we're going to have a way to ship them back to you if you're not local. So we will have a way to package those up, whatever you buy or decide you want, and we will get those shipped to you. So
that's a really good thing to know because that's so difficult. There's a number of people flying in, or even they just don't have a big enough vehicle, or they just don't want to have the hassle of putting it in their car. So that's a really nice convenience for people to be able to, whatever they purchase, you all will just ship it. Woohoo!
We want to make sure anybody who's flying in, these are not going to fit in your luggage. So we've got to have a way to get them back to you if you do shop there.
Absolutely. No, I love that. Now, what sort of goodie bags? Do you think there's going to be something like that for attendees?
There will be a swag bag, and what's in it will depend on each sponsor and vendor and what they're donating. We have given no restrictions to anybody who's donating to the swag bag. There will be obvious items, a t-shirt. This shirt is like a year old from when we planned the first one. So I'm not saying it will look exactly like this. This is a one and only because we did that video. I needed a shirt. So, but we will have something similar with the Yard Card Rally logo. We will have sponsors on the back. So, they'll be included in that. And it won't be branded with, maybe like our vendor info. We don't want to give your customer, you can wear this out on a job. Your customers don't want to see our phone number on the back. We won't do that to you. No, but it's definitely, you got to have an event shirt.
You do have to have an event shirt. So I am excited to know that. I didn't know there was going to be an event shirt, but I was sure hoping based on you having an event shirt on.
Yeah, you got to have an event shirt. That's
So
what
if you're listening to this on the podcast and you're not watching us, Devon has on the cutest, I'm going to say teal color, turquoise color.
Yeah, it's kind of a teal color.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's got the adorable Yard Card Rally logo on it. So that's what she's talking about. So you can head over to our Facebook page and you'll be able to see that there. But so that means there just might be a t-shirt involved with that swag bag. That right there is a great swag bag, even if all there is a t-shirt.
Yep. Bag,
That's
t-shirt,
awesome.
And lots of goodies from everybody. We're all pitching in.
So
I'm excited about swag bag personally.
I am too. I am too. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing, I want to make sure that we're conscientious of everybody's time, that let's talk about all those trainings and classes. So I'm going to let you take that away. I've got my list in front of me, but I'll let you pop in and you can just start with the very first one.
Okay. Well, let me first talk about how the schedule will work. So during the day, we will have 4 blocks of time block. I don't know how to explain that.
Class time.
Time blocks. Right. And each of those time blocks will be different classes. So there may be 4 different classes between 9:30 and 10:30 in the morning, and you get to choose, which class you want to participate in. So we have the 4 approximately, I shouldn't say it. We have 1 time block, and then we'll have a second time block, which I know that's the time block that Chris Ann was wanting for her marketing classes. And then, but we will have several classes to choose from as well. And then we will do our lunch break where we'll have games, demo, lunch, all of that. And then we come back and have 2 more class sessions at the end of the day. So there's going to be a lot of options that you can pick from. You're not set on, we only have this one class. We have indoor classes, we have outdoor classes. The indoor will be like the marketing class, the logo class, things like that. And the outdoor will obviously be the staking classes and things like that. We do have a tent and misters coming. So because our Texas heat, we need those. So we will at least be able to provide some shade and a little bit of cool relief and lots of ice, water, everything for everybody.
That sounds great to have it blocked off like that, because that's been the most popular question is, what's the schedule? So to know that there's going to be probably time to go to 2 classes in the morning.
Yes. 2 in the morning and 2 in the
lunch
afternoon.
And then 2 in the afternoon. So
if you come for 3 days, you're looking at 12 classes through the 3 days that you can participate in. And if you start off your first day with maybe a basic class, second day intermediate, third day advanced, that's perfectly fine. Like, you get to choose where you need to be. And we're going to have so many different trainers doing each thing that you'll be able to kind of, you want an advanced with Alicia Huff and an advanced with Naisha? No problem. Let's get you set up for that. So
let's back up that and talk about what the specific classes are.
Okay.
And that way it'll kind of help people that don't know a little bit. So let's start off with, I don't know if you want to go through the list or not.
You start off and I'll.
So the first one that I know of is logo design with the lovely Dee with Yard Card Promos. She's done our logo. She's done a lot of people's logos. She's super talented.
She did this logo.
Well, she is super talented, and I'm super excited that she's coming in from California, and she's going to be teaching a logo design class. Mm-hmm. And then a second class that Dee is teaching is the itty bitty bouquets. Yes. And Dee is super talented at these. And so that'll be a second class. And so these will be inside classes. The logo design and the itty bitty design, the itty bitty bouquet, those will be indoor classes. And she will literally physically go through how to do this. With logo design, there's a lot more like the marketing behind it and colors. And there's a lot to learn from Dee. Let me just tell you that.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
So then the other class, and I'll just talk about my own. Okay. So the Yard Card Association is coming, which is me, aka me. We have some other people coming too, hopefully. And we are going to go and take you to marketing school. And so we are going to have a great marketing class that is, everybody needs to work on their marketing. You can have the best business ever, but you always need to be working on your marketing. And so I wanted to make sure that we had a marketing class to go over, and I'm not going to reveal yet what we're doing because I am hoping to hear from our attendees on what they want to talk about with marketing. It's really important to me that it be something that's of interest to the attendee. So if you have already purchased a ticket, I would love to hear from you. You can private message me or go over to the Yard Card Rally Facebook group and let us know what you want to talk about with marketing, because we are working on that agenda actually next week. We want to have all this ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to let you take over for the rest of the classes, Devon.
Okay. I'm going to go down my list. So for signing with the 9, we have several trainers coming. And I'm going to go ahead and put them out there. So, because I don't think anybody knows the names of who's coming.
This is what's perfect. This is what we're doing. If you are here, you are getting an exclusive first ever announcement.
Yes. So we have 4 trainers coming from the Signing with the 9 team. Nikki is coming. And okay, each of these trainers has a specialty that they're all unique. Nobody does the same thing. They all have kind of their own little unique specialty. So Nikki is going to come and she's going to be training on the basic classes to kind of maybe for newbies or people who like her style and want that look. You want to take Nikki's class. And she's just great. She's a great trainer for all of that.
What is Nikki's last name?
Simpson?
Nikki Simpson. Okay, great.
Horrible with names. Horrible.
That's okay. That's okay. I told you you're in the hot seat.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. Okay. And then Jen and her husband, I believe it's Dwayne, maybe. I'm sorry if your name is not Dwayne. So they are really good at prep, organizing, scheduling, like all of that. So their class will be a outdoors, install class, but they're also going to talk about those things. So that's something I lack on. I am literally pulling 80 different signs, throwing them in a bag, and I get on site and I'm like, what do I do? That is how I work. And I don't recommend it. So, Jen and her husband will be kind of talking about a better way to prep, be organized, so that when you show up, you're not missing things and random whatever, and then you have to go back and put all those signs up. They are going to help with that and also teach the install as well. Duchess, she has a great reputation.
And this is Duchess' son.
Yes,
I do know her last name.
And again, she has a style, a look. So she's going to be teaching on 3-tier. So for those of you who like to go tall, she's going to be teaching that and how to achieve that look. And then we have Naisha, who's going to be doing some advanced classes. And her training look, like I've been to several of her trainings, and she definitely is very in depth about all of her training. I have not been to see the other trainers, but I have seen Naisha, and she's very good at every little detail and how to achieve those things that you just don't know how to do all the time. Not all of us know how to do that, and Naisha's really good at teaching those. So that's our Signing with the 9 team, and I'm just excited to meet them all and be with them. They're trainers for a reason. They have that mindset, and to mingle with them and talk with them and learn from them, I'm excited about that personally.
No, that's great. Okay, yeah. So are those most of or all of the what I'll call tactical physical trainings?
No, we also have Alicia Huff with Next Level. So she will be there, and she is teaching Get the Indoor Look. So for her class, yes. So for her class, she's going to be using stands, and she's going to, because that's a whole other avenue that not a lot of us hit on, is those indoor setups. And especially for those who have the cold winters and can't stake outdoors during the winters, that's a great class. But even just, so many events are coming back now and happening, and everybody's playing catch up on these weddings and different events that didn't get to happen recently. And so now's a good time to be promoting these indoor setups. And I mean, we've all seen Alicia's setups. They're incredible. And so we definitely are looking forward to that class.
Well, and let me just interrupt you for 1 second. Not everybody has, because we have a number of newbies.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is part of the introduction, is to also educate them on, here's the options.
Yes.
And there's not a one size fits all.
Right.
Because this is the great part about owning your own business, is you get to decide. You're not a franchise where they're telling you how to do things a specific way. But then you also need guidance to say, well, I don't know what I want. And so this is a great opportunity to come and learn and see the different things and see what style works best for you.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So what else do we have? I know that there's a few more classes.
So Mercy is going to be coming and teaching a class. I actually took this class at an event recently in Dallas. And so she's going to be teaching photo backdrops. And this is something that she does. It's I guess you could do it outdoors as well. I just envision it indoors. And so it's the photo backdrop where you have, whether it's fabric or greenery or something in the back, you have the organic balloon garland. So we actually built the balloon garland with her. She taught us how to do it step by step. We all participated. And in the end, we had this balloon garland with this photo backdrop. And I believe she said that rents for $500 as an add-on to her yard cards. So, hello, I'm in.
Wow.
So Mercy is going to be there teaching us that, and that should be an indoor class. I hadn't really thought about that before, but that's definitely one that can be an indoor class as well.
For sure.
Definitely. Dustin with Yard Card Depot is set to do a one sheet setup class. I don't know what that entails, but I'm assuming it's using signs from one sheet. So you purchase your sheet at whatever, and it's a full complete setup just from that one sheet.
That's awesome. Okay. That's great.
Yes. And then my outdoor class, I'm trying to look at my notes. So my outdoor class is a KISS class. Keep it simple, sweetie. Making a big statement with a small splash. So, well, they're small compared to, your full out happy birthday signs. So I am all about simplicity now. After yard carding for a while, I've decided that I don't like 20-foot long signs. And so I like a splash. I like to make it kind of tall, kind of, and compact. But I like the 3D. So you come out a little bit. I don't like it completely flat.
Not flat. No, it's got to be 3D.
Yes. And I'm very big on simplicity in that I don't like a lot of stuff. I like you to be able to read the splash and read the name. And so that's kind of my look that I have. So that'll be what I teach, because that's what I know. It's what I love.
And the one thing I want to interject there is, for people that don't know, what a splash is a large theme sign. It's going to be your focal point. And there's different terms that are being used for I'm calling them large signs, and I call it a theme sign. It could be sunflowers. It could be a beautiful pink princess castle. There's a lot of different ones, but there's different terms being used in the industry. And so if you go somewhere else, they may not be using the term splash, but that is Devon's term. And so for people that don't know all of that, I just want to let you know, it's the big sign that goes in the middle, and then you build.
The majority of the industry is now using that term. So I think it's pretty common for somebody who's new.
Yeah.
They might not know what that is yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always just want to make sure that we've got new people that are tuning in, and I want to make sure that everybody knows, and I don't want anybody to feel left out or that they're already behind, because we are here to help teach you what's going on. Okay, let's see. So you're going to do the KISS class, and I love that. I love that. I'm looking forward to that.
So I believe those are all of our outdoor classes. For indoor, we have Joyful. Brian is going to be teaching a whole class about demographics. And let me just tell you, he just posted this little paragraph in a private message with us. And I was like, I don't know what you just said, but I need to learn all of that. Like, it was amazing as far as like behind the scenes, your business, building your business. It was amazing information. So yeah, I don't have a good like write-up of the class description necessarily, but let me tell you, you'll want to take that class. It's going to be an amazing class.
He is outstanding. He and I did an 8-part marketing series. And in fact, if you're listening to this on the podcast, just so you know, there are 8 other podcast episodes where we go and dive deep into 8 really great. And this is not all about fancy social media. Mm-hmm. Brian and I go way back. I mean, we're talking, we've got well over 20 years of business, each of us. And so we pull out all the stops, and Brian is somebody everybody needs to learn from. So I'm super glad he's going to be teaching on demographics, because he does a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Everything he does blows me away. Very amazed at
it is. And he has a great Southern accent on top of that.
Oh, I know. I love it. It's so,
so if you all don't know Brian, Brian Hill is part of Joyful Designs, and their website is joyfuldesigns.trade, just in case any of the newbies don't know who we're talking about.
Yes. Love Joyful. And Christina, she will not teach a class. She's got a little bit of stage fright. It's okay. She's going to be behind the scenes, helping us all out. She is the designer girl. She is amazing. So
she is.
We love her too. I didn't leave you out, Christina, but you won't teach. So
no, we can't get her to, but she is great behind the scenes, and we're all looking forward. This is part of it, is you're getting to meet these vendors.
Yes.
And that's part of it. Even though now technology makes us great that we can do this. And so it's not going to be like this huge, like you've never seen a face before, but there's something special about being in person.
It is. It's different.
It's magical. It's a magical way that you can't get it any other way.
I'm a hugger. That's your warning. I'm a hugger. I'm sorry.
You warned everybody.
I start walking up to you and you are not a hugger. Just put your hand out. Stop me in my tracks, because I'm coming in for a hug.
I love that. I love that. So is that about the summary of all the classes that are taking place? I just want to make sure, and I'm going to read the list that I wrote down, because I'm always taking notes. We've got logo design, itty bitty bouquets, marketing, signs, installations with Nisha, and then with Jen and her husband that we aren't sure on his name. And then we have Duchess
and Nikki.
And Nikki. Thank you. I knew there was somebody. And then Alicia Huff is going to do indoor stands. Brian with Joyful Designs is going to do demographics. Devon's going to do KISS. Her KISS teachings. Dustin's going to do one sheet setups, and then Mercy is going to do photo backdrops.
Yes. And so we also have Larissa is coming to do, she has an incredible background.
I don't know her.
She is in South Carolina. So she's our phone girl, but she also is not currently, but used to be a news anchor. And so she came to me and said, can I teach a class on customer service? She said, I really feel this need in the industry on customer service. So she is so excited about this class. And I think it's a really good one, just to go back in your business and not, the signs you're putting out, but the backside of it. And it's such an important class. So she will be teaching that class. I have 2 other classes, a specialty class on steaks, just different steaks, how to use them, what they're for, possibly some new stuff coming in that only the attendees will get to see firsthand. First. And then I have another class I'll be teaching on how to create a digital mock-up for those of you who have those customers who need to see the sign before you put it up or before they book it. I'm going to teach how to do that digital mock-up. And so that is something that I would say you want to upcharge on. They want to see the digital mock-up. Okay, that'll be $10.
Exactly.
So
now, who's teaching the staking?
What's that?
Who's teaching the staking?
Me.
Ooh, you are really, oh my gosh, you're going to do 3 classes on top of being the event organizer.
I guess.
I'm just counting and I'm like, so you're going to do your kiss with your splashes.
Yes.
You're going to do this cool new staking that I can't wait to see. And
Yes.
you're going to do the really awesome digital mock-ups, which there is such a huge need for.
Yes. I haven't told the other hosts that yet. So
that's okay.
This
that's
is news
okay.
to them. I'm doing digital mock-ups, everybody. So.
Oh my gosh. So you all are hearing it here first. This is extra exciting to do. Seriously. That's going to be great. Those digital mock-ups, I mean, there's, you may come to this, people might go, I already like my style. I don't care about this and that. This is what's great. There's such a variety platter of opportunities to learn that you'll have this all typed up where people can go, okay, I want A, B, and C. And that way people can pick out what they want to do and they can have a plan and be organized.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this. Now, before we get to, so would that be, is that a good wrap up for the classes? I mean, that is so many classes.
Yes.
That is so many classes that you all, I mean, that's a lot. That's phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Well, so before we get to Q&A, I want to ask you, is there a special discount for people who have not signed up yet, but still want to buy a ticket?
Of course.
Woo! I wish I had confetti.
Yeah.
I would do confetti right now.
Right. Yes. So we have a special YCA discount for anybody who's listening or watching. And that discount's going to be valid until midnight next Thursday. So you have 1 week to get in on this discount. It's for the 3-day pass, and it is a $25 discount off of the 3-day pass. So yes, so definitely take advantage of that and do that within the next week. The discount code, which I'm sure we'll plaster everywhere, is all caps YCA Rally. Oh, did you add it? Oh, look at you. Oh my gosh. Look at you. Oh, you gotta go this way. YCA. Oh, I can't do this. This is so YCA Rally. So yeah, use that code, get registered, $25 off of the 3-day pass.
That's awesome. And what I want to mention on that is, depending on when somebody is watching this or listening to this, if you're listening to this and it's June 15th, that will have expired, but don't let that keep you from attending the rally. Is there a cutoff date for when people can register to buy and buy a ticket?
You can do on-site tickets. If you all of a sudden on, Saturday, you're like, I want to go tomorrow. Come, show up. You can buy a ticket on site. Now, it helps us in planning if you register early, because we can make sure we have enough swag bags. We can make sure we get your t-shirt in your size, and you don't have to, be stuck in something that's going to be swimming on you or something. So yeah, early is better. Early is better, but
oh my gosh, that's so true. Well, okay, so if you're listening to this, and now this code is good until June 9th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. And so if you're listening to this and not watching it, that's okay. I will put the code and the link in the show notes. But just so you hear the code one more time, it's YCA Rally. You'll get $25 off the 3-day pass. And remind us again, Devon, how much a 3-day pass is?
It's $195 full price. So with the code, it would be $170.
That's awesome. See, so there we go. That's already just such a great deal for you. So we will put that in the show notes. And then of course, if you're watching this on the live show, we will also make a different post and have this. We're going to get this information out there, but this is for people on here. We will not be sharing this out in various groups. This will be for anybody affiliated with the Yard Card Association. So if you're watching or listening to this, whether you're on the podcast show or you're on the Facebook show or the YouTube show, this is how you will get this discount.
Yes.
All right. So this isn't something that's going to be showing up on the Yard Card Rally website. So this is exclusive just for us. So Devon, I want to thank you for extending that out to everybody here, because that's just very generous of you. Because I know that, that takes a cut off of you. So we really appreciate that.
That's okay. We want everybody to be able to come.
Absolutely. Okay. So next up.
Okay.
Are you ready to get in the hot seat and do rapid fire Q&A.
Sure. I don't know what that is. Lord.
Now, before we do that, I'm actually checking the comments, and this is interesting. Somebody said, "Thank you for that, Chris Ann. After 11 years, I've never heard the word splash." So this is why I'm like, sometimes I am rude and interject. And so I thank you for being patient with me, Devon, as I do
Rude.
that.
Yeah. So splash is kind of a new term in the industry. It used to be a different word. Do we go into that? I don't know.
No, we don't, because even before any of that, we go way back. There's been people using different terms for well over 20 years. I'm going to say 25, 30 years. I can go back to people who really were the pioneers in the industry,
Right.
who are not part of this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This goes way back, and they've been called different things throughout the years. And so this is just the next term, that it's a splash. Somebody else calls it a quickie. I don't know if I can say that on live TV, but I just did.
Centerpiece.
Centerpiece. We've used centerpiece for a long time. That's been one of the more popular ones up until the pandemic. And so centerpiece, statement piece, splash, quickie, it's the large sign. So yeah, anytime we can come up with another name, I will happily interrupt Devon to ask the dense questions that maybe it's not even just newbie. She's been in the business for 11 years,
Right.
and because things change and different vendors call them different things. So I'm really glad that you said that, so that we know that. Let's see. Somebody else said they're going to sign up and get their airfare now. Woohoo!
Yay! We can't tell who you are, so
that's okay.
User.
Exactly. That means they're in the original group, and we'll be able to go in. You're in that group as well. We'll be able to go in after this, and we'll be able to see who it is. But we're going to send you a high five for deciding to come. That's super exciting. Now, then, one other thing before we go ahead and officially start the Q&A, Karen has said she wasn't asked the t-shirt size.
She is signed up. We will make sure we get everybody's t-shirt size. I thought that was a question in there, but it probably got left off in the craziness. But we will make sure we get everybody's t-shirt sizes for those who have registered, and we'll make sure that's added to the registration so that those who register from here on out will be asked.
Absolutely. And, that's something I want to just mention, is that starting really, really soon, there will start being some emails to talk about, all of these details. And when the class schedule is posted, that will start going out. I'm going to, didn't mention this to you, Devon, yet, but I want to get an email out so that we can have people talk, we can talk about what marketing classes they want, what the topics are, so that we can cater to that. And so we'll get an email out about that, so that we want everybody to make this just a phenomenal event. And so I think
one of the reasons we don't have the classes scheduled yet. We did that last year. We pre-scheduled all of the classes. And then, we thought this year, why are we doing that when we don't know what everybody needs yet? Let's do a questionnaire. When you register, there's going to be a questionnaire of what you're interested in. And that way, when we create that schedule, if you're only there on Sunday, if you only bought the Sunday ticket and, these are the classes you need to take, then we're going to make sure those are available to you. So that's why we have not blocked in all of the different classes yet.
Yeah. So this is just, we'll start sending some emails out and getting more information. So no worries, you will get your t-shirt. We'll make sure everybody gets their t-shirt size, and then Devon's going to work her magic and make it happen.
Yep. Definitely.
Okay. So now we really are going to go into the rapid fire Q&A session. I just wanted to make sure we got those comments covered real quick.
Okay.
So I've got if you're listening to this is my paper, but I've got my handy dandy questions. And so here we go. Are you ready?
I think
you're ready. You're as ready as you're going to be.
Yeah.
So, and some of these we already know the answers to, but I'm still going to ask them so that if somebody's just tuning in for Q&A, they will be able to hear the answers to these. Okay. Question number 1, what will the actual schedule be?
TBD.
Now, what we just talked about with this, if you're just tuning in for Q&A right now, that schedule is coming, but really briefly, Devon, in like 60 seconds or less, will you talk about how the blocks of times for the classes will work? 60 seconds.
Okay, so we have blocks of time, the schedule where we will schedule multiple classes, and you'll get to pick one of those classes that is scheduled during that time block. We have 2 time blocks for classes in the morning. We have a break for lunch, games, and a demonstration, and then we have 2 more time blocks in the afternoon for classes. So you'll have a total of 4 classes a day that you'll get to select.
And what is the time of the rally each day?
It starts at 9 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Great. Okay. So there we go. See, good. You did that in less than 60 seconds.
Okay.
And then when will attendees get more information?
Everything is being put out as we get it figured out. We do have scheduled meetings that we have with the hosts of the event. So we have to discuss everything, figure everything out. But as we get that done, we will definitely be posting on the Facebook page, and we will also be sending out emails as well.
Great. And I would guess that you'll have an email going out next week that'll have some of these updates on it.
Yes, definitely.
Great. Awesome. So I'm going to put next week for that. And if you're listening to this, depending on, let's see, that will be around June 6th, 7th, 8th, that week. It'll be that week. Okay. So if you're listening to this after that, then you will have already gotten one of the emails.
Yes.
And then the other question was who is teaching and what time? So I'm going to just go backtrack on that. Okay. So Devon spent a lot of time and went through that actual class schedule. And so if you're just tuning into Q&A, backtrack just a little bit into this episode, and you will be able to find literally, I think we spent at least 10 or so minutes talking about each teacher and what they're going to be teaching, but those times are still to be determined. Okay, next up, let's see. What should I wear?
Lightweight clothing. It is Texas. It is hot. We will have the indoor building with air conditioning. So if you get cold easy, maybe a cardigan, but I mean, summer dresses, shorts, tank tops. We are casual, and you're going to be outside as if you're putting up a yard card. So dress that way.
Awesome. Yeah. I love that. And then what are things to bring and not to bring? So I'll let you cover that again as well, as far as the food and beverages as well.
I mean, if you have a special diet and we aren't sure if we can, because food trucks are somewhat limited, we will do our best to get that there. But if you have some special things, I'm going to bring some snacks because, I am on a keto diet. And so I'm going to bring my own snacks, but food that will be covered. Drinks, there will be lots of water. We will encourage
you're providing the water. So people don't have to bring their own water if they choose.
No, we will be supplying ice cold water. We'll take care of that. There will be an open bar.
Cash bar.
Cash bar. Sorry. Cash bar.
Cash bar means you're paying for your own alcohol.
You pay for your own alcohol. Sorry. Can't do that one. And you can bring your own drinks sodas, tea, whatever. But I would
non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic.
Yes. Yeah, you cannot bring alcohol. They will sell it to you, but you cannot bring it. And I highly recommend drinking a lot of water. These Absolutely. Kind of events, you need a lot of water.
And I'm glad y'all are going to provide that, because there's just only so much that we can all bring on our own.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I would recommend bringing is a notebook and pen, your handy dandy notebook. Be ready to take notes. Have room on your phone to take videos and photos. So if you're somebody like me that has 14,000 photos and 300 videos on their hypothetical phone, maybe you want to clear that out before getting there, so that you will have space on your phone and don't get stuck with, oh my gosh, I can't record this. I wanted to see that.
Right. Yes, we will not be doing any live broadcasts of anything. If you want to see it, you need to be there. As far as definitely notes, you definitely want to, I don't remember well, so I'm a note taker. And some of the teachers, I don't really mind myself, but some of the trainers that have paid training classes may ask not to be recorded. I'm not sure. That will be up to them individually. They can make those decisions, or if they're recorded, maybe it not be put on social media or something. I'm not really sure. So they'll get to put those rules into place for each individual class. And then, but yeah, definitely ways to keep track of everything for sure.
Absolutely. And so you will have some sort of swag bag, a physical bag, goodie bag of some kind, so that people can put other goodies in there as
Yes.
if they're able to collect them from other
Yes.
vendors. Okay,
Yes,
awesome. So you
definitely.
don't need to do that. But the other thing I want to mention is also think about whether, you may be exhausted after the rally, but you might want to change clothes if you're outside and hot and sweaty, or some of you might want to go out and do something fun or go to dinner. And so think about what else you might want to bring for that. So that's just something besides just the actual rally.
Yes, definitely. Texas is pretty casual though. You could pretty much go to almost any restaurant around and whatever.
True.
So
Absolutely. Now, the one thing I'm going to mention on what to bring, I would still recommend bringing some cash, because I'm assuming that the food vendors take credit cards, but just in case somebody shows up who doesn't take a credit card,
it's always a good idea to
bring
have
some
some cash.
Bring some cash. Okay, what else? We've got that. What to bring, what to wear. Oh, here is a great one, which, okay, again, if you've already answered this, but we're going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
Is it inside and air conditioned? It's hot in Texas.
Yes. So we do have a large building that is a part of the venue, that is an air conditioned indoor area for us. Our indoor classes will be held in there. We obviously have to do some outdoors because of staking. And so we will be doing the outdoor classes. We will have a tent and we will have misters to help with that, to help keep us cooled off. So it'll be, better than if you were doing a yard card in the middle of the day out on the site somewhere.
No, that's going to be great. And so when, everybody's going to be able to go in, and there's tables inside. And so people are going to be able to mingle in between the classes, or if there's a class, you don't have to go to a class every time there's a class in session.
Right.
You can stay outside. You might want to just network and mingle and hang out at the tables and enjoy the air conditioning. And so you will definitely be able to do that as well, right?
Definitely.
Awesome. Okay, so I think that's it for our Q&A. I'm sure there's going to be more questions. Once we get going, we get people posting comments and questions. But if you have those questions, if you're listening on the podcast, head over to our Facebook page and post them there. If you're on YouTube, we still would also like you to come over to the Facebook page, because that's where we're the most active. And Devon and I and the whole Yard Card Rally team, everybody can look for those comments and answer your questions.
Yes, definitely.
There is also a Yard Card Rally Facebook group. Devon, who is welcome to join that group?
Everybody. Even if you maybe are, you're not going to be able to make it this year, but you still want to stay involved and, look for next year, because we're going to keep doing these. This is not a one-time thing. And if that's something, you want to be involved in, definitely come in the group. You do have to request to join, but it's an automatic approval. So, we'll get you in there. There are some of the girls that are coming are talking about getting an Airbnb together, so to save on hotel, and then you just get to hang out with them even longer. And some of these Airbnbs have a nice swimming pool. You get to go back and relax in after the event. So some are talking about sharing rides, getting a rental car and sharing it. So definitely get in the group, get involved, talk to everybody, and see where you can be a part of those groups that are already forming.
Great. And I will also post that link for everybody in the show notes, so that that's easy to get to. Or you can always just tag Devon, Dustin, Dee, Brian with Joyful Design. You can tag any of us, and then we will get you connected with that. One other question I forgot to ask is about how many attendees, like how many people are we expecting at the rally? Because this is the first one, and we don't want this to be 500 people and a complete chaos.
This will definitely be, being the first one, it's going to be a smaller rally than we hope for in the future. The first one's always going to be a little bit smaller. The great thing is, makes it a little more intimate, a lot more one-on-one time. I don't have a clue what the projected numbers are just because of this. Like, I don't know how to project that. I would say, we're going all in if I know we won't have 500 people show up, but if there were, we're going to do the same thing for this rally that we would do if there were 500 people showing up. We're going all in with everything. And if there are 50 people in attendance, we're going to have the best time and learn the most stuff. And it's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. And the one thing I will just tag on to that is when you have an intimate group, and you know this because you've done retreats, you get a lot more out of it because you build up those personal relationships.
Yes.
When there's a class, you don't have 500 people in the classroom. It's just like in university, when you go into a class and there's, let's say, 20 people, guess what? You can talk to the instructor. You can ask questions versus you go into a classroom of 400 people and they don't know who you are. And you don't have those same connections. And so in this regard, the other thing that I think is cool is whoever the founding attendees are, you get to help shape what you liked, suggestions on what you would like in the future.
Yeah.
You'll have a huge voice in what you think is great and what can be improved on, because there's always something to improve on. But go into this with some patience, because when you have a brand new event, stuff is going to happen. And so a lot of this is running with your hair on fire and literally putting out fires. Let's hope not literally.
Okay. We have the misters.
I'll step back from that part enough. But I just want to put that out there as well. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity to get to know and have an intimate setting with others.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay. So I've got just a few more questions and then I will let you go.
Okay.
One, how does somebody register?
So we have our website, yardcardrally.com. And there are 4 options to register. There is the 3-day pass and then the individual days, each the Sunday pass, the Monday pass, and the Tuesday pass. So you just go in there, and as if you were purchasing a set of signs, it's all set up the exact same way through Shopify. And you just check off the classes you're interested in. And you can do Sezzle. If you need to break up those payments, we are taking Sezzle on that. And that's it. It's a super easy process to get registered. And outside of that, it would just be taking care of your travel, hotel or Airbnb. And
don't forget to use the discount code, wherever that is.
Yes.
Before June 9th, it's YCA Rally, and you get $25 off a 3-day pass. So register at yardcardrally.com. Use the code YCA Rally before 11:59 p.m. on June 9th, and you get $25 off that 3-day pass, which is $195 normally.
Yes.
Awesome. And you can buy tickets at the door if needed.
Yes.
Okay. So I have one more important question for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think.
This is totally not related, but I ask every guest this question.
Okay.
And this is always really great. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one. What is something unique about you that most people don't know?
Business or personal?
Keep it PG.
Oh, yeah.
Personal.
Personal.
Or business, but personal is way more fun. Or both. You can do one of each. How about that?
Okay, personal. I'm a mother of 4 kids. That are all grown. I'm currently raising my granddaughter. I'm originally from California, moved to Texas when I was 18 on a whim. And I started the trend early, and been working at home since I started having kids. I've always been a work from home, mindset, have to be there for all of the activities, everything. Business wise, let's see, I ran a hair bow business for about 14 years. And kind of in the same way I did this business, I started out making some bows, and I figured out a technique and some tools, and I started manufacturing and selling bow tools, and I invented some things, and So that was a fun business until things kind of like people were, we had an industry very similar to our yard card industry where people were working from home making these hair bows. And then we kind of had a little China step in and kind of take over that whole industry. And so there's still people who do it, but it kind of slowed things down. And I ended up kind of moving into more of a boutique business. And then I, yard signs, and now I'm here.
And look where you are now.
I'm here. Yep.
I love it. Okay. So what is one of your, I know you said that you eat keto. So my other question is usually dark or milk chocolate.
I don't like chocolate at all.
So we're not doing a chocolate one. What is your favorite guilty splurge of a snack?
I love salami.
Okay. There is the fun fact. Devon loves salami. When I ask about a treat, she picks salami.
I'm carnivore, completely carnivore.
People would say gummy bears.
I don't like candy.
Okay, there we go. Okay, what about queso? Here's how we're going to know if you're a real Texan. Do you like queso?
Oh my gosh, yes. I had it for dinner last night.
Okay.
Our dinner was queso, not like a side. Our whole dinner was queso with pork skins because they're keto.
Okay, there you go. See, instead of our typical like tortilla chips, she's using pork skins. Okay, that's salvaging things coming from California, especially.
Well, I was 18, so I got to learn a lot. I've been here 30 years.
You had time to learn some of the Texas ways. Now, do you barbecue?
My husband is like an amazing, he made tri-tip oh my gosh, he can grill anything. I don't cook.
Do you like to eat? Do you like to eat barbecue?
Love it.
Me too. That's the other really important Texas cuisine is barbecue.
Oh yeah. All barbecue.
I love it. But salami, I'm putting you down. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, gummy bears. No, salami. That's what I'm writing down. That is the fun fact about Devon for the things people don't know about you. The bows are cool, but it's the salami. You are now known for that.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just saying, I'm going to keep going until I find something. So for those of you who were asking, I had a few comments that asked about the cat who normally shows up. She's late to the party, but she's here. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you don't know what I'm talking about. But my cat always shows up every time I do any sort of interview and go live. So she just woke up for a nap just as we're finishing. So she's going to be a little upset about this. But that's okay. So I know Kim was one of the ones. Kim Harris was asking where the cat is. Kim, she's here. Don't worry. Don't worry. She's probably going to start purring into the microphone any second. Okay. Well, lady, it's been a pleasure. This has been so much fun. Miss Salami herself is here. And this has been...
Oh my gosh. This is going to be fun.
Lots of fun. Just wait till we're in person.
Oh my gosh. Every time
this is like a sneak peek, everybody.
So when we had our bow retreats, my business was no bow, no go. And every time we had a retreat, people would like bring these funny things. And it was always like, a crown with like 1,000 bows on it or something. I'm a little worried about the salami thing.
It's too bad I'm not a sign vendor.
I'm a little concerned.
Anybody know where I can order a custom salami sign?
I could probably hook you up, but I'm going to keep it.
Exactly. Yeah. She's like, well, I won't do that to you because now the surprise is gone. The surprise is gone now. So never mind. I'll have to.
Yeah, I can't do the sign now.
I'll have to come up with something else. I like to have fun. Okay, well, for everybody that has stuck around, we want to absolutely thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being interested in the rally. We really hope that this information has been helpful because even though I have been eyeball deep in working on the rally and the preparations and coming up with, hey, what information is there? Because people have been asking. This is one of the reasons I wanted us to get together. I learned about classes and people coming, some of the instructors that I didn't know were coming. I don't even know who some of them are. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know them as well. And I think that's going to be great. We have new people that have chimed in the comments on Facebook, in our Facebook group, and on YouTube that want to go buy tickets. And so I think this is extra exciting. This is going to be one of those events that, you know, you may be thinking, you know, do I really want to go? It's going to be hot in Texas. It's going to be hot in Texas. We're not going to even pretend to tell you it's not. It is. But to be around, shoot, I would come up just to see Devon. We could go have our own event, just the two of us, and it's going to be fun. So if you want to come hang out with myself, with Devon, there's going to be some other people there. We think you should show up. We think you should show up. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not just about the fun though. Everybody needs to always be working on up leveling their business. There's so many elements of a business that some things you're going to be really strong at. Other things you've got a weakness on. We all have our zone of genius, and we all have the things that we're just weak on. I would say that, you know, we suck at, but I don't like to use those terms. But it is what it is. Nobody is perfect at everything, and nor will we ever be. And so use this event as an opportunity to go in, hear about those classes. There's just customer service, staking, the digital mock-ups. Hello. Every single person needs some of these. The installations, how to set up a whole bunch of these classes. The demographics with Brian. I love yours. This is called KISS, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love that it's called KISS. We've got the itty bitty bouquets, the logo design, marketing. I can tell you, I am working on this. We're all, and then of course we've got, I mean, Signing with the Nine and Alicia, like they are bringing it. Mm-hmm. Nobody's coming into this at 25%. No. Everybody's coming in bringing 100%. Mm-hmm. You're going to get the best of the best. And we're going to miss everybody that doesn't get to come there. But if you can't come, we understand. But if you can, if you're on the fence, let us know what other questions we can help you with. We'll get you the information and then you can decide. But if you think you're going to go, make sure you get in by June 9th and use our rally code YCA Rally. Any parting words, Devon?
I can't wait to meet you guys in person and hug your neck unless you stop me.
Unless you do that. Now, just so you know, you may not know this, but I'm also about high five. So you can either get a hug from Devon. Here we go. Or I'll high five you. Or both.
Come here.
We're both, right? Yeah. We can do both. This is our Texas hospitality showing up. We're going to have people from California. So Dee is from California. Dustin's from Alaska / now Hawaii. And Brian's from Alabama. I tell you what, now Alicia and Nisha, they're actually fellow Houstonians.
Yes.
And then I don't know where some of the others, because I don't know them. Let's see, who did I miss? I don't know Larissa and I don't know Mercy. But Mercy everybody else.
Mercy's in the Dallas area.
Okay.
I believe. And then Larissa is one of the Carolinas, South, I believe.
Okay. Oh, well, there's Southern hospitality there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all just get warned. There's going to be some hugging. There's going to be some high-fiving. Or you can just, it's okay. You can just, fist bump.
Or you can just stay, no touching.
Exactly. So it's okay.
Put a sign around your neck. Do not touch me.
Make your own sign. BYOS. Bring your own sign.
You put a hula hoop around you with some strings over your shoulders.
I was going to mention the hula hoop.
Yeah.
Or you can dress up as something fun. It could be like Comic-Con.
I'm likely to do that. I like to dress up.
I do too. So whatever you want to do, as long as it's PG worthy, then you all can, show up. We do have, this is a daytime event, everybody. It's a daytime event. Remember that.
So I should not dress up as a salami.
Oh, I think it's totally perfect for the daytime. Okay. That's totally perfect.
Okay.
We're going to see what Devon shows up at. So if you would like to continue this conversation and the Mutt and Jeff show here, then make sure you get your ticket. We're going to be there. It's going to be fun, but there's going to be some learning, because I like to have fun, but I am also that vanilla person that when it comes time to learn and grow my business, it's game on.
Yeah.
it's game on. And even though I'm talking about marketing, there's a lot of business principles. So if you all want to talk about business principles, we can look at doing something like that as well. Let us know.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to shut this down because we could go all day long, but I want to thank you, Dee. I'm sorry, Dee. Devon. Well, thank you, Dee. I know she's going to listen to this.
Yeah.
Dee, Devon, Brian, Christina, Dustin. Wow, I think we have us covered, right? Thank you all for doing this. We really appreciate you.
Yeah,
we really do. So without further ado, we're going to sign off here. But again, to everybody listening, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. It's been a long show, but we really appreciate you being with us. Let us know what we can do, what questions we can answer, and we will do our best. Do that over on our Facebook page so that we can find you and high five you and give you a virtual hug. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And we will see you on the next episode. And hopefully we won't scare Dee. See, I want to call you Dee again. Hopefully we don't scare Devon off and that she'll come back another time.
Definitely.
We'll see about that. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.
Bye.